For most people, tiredness is not a sleep problem. It's an energy production problem. And those are two completely different things. Wait 90 minutes after waking up before your first caffeinated coffee. Your adrenal system will thank you.
WhatsApp the word sleep to 072 702 1702 and we'll send you the link to watch the full video on Prime Media Plus.
You're with 702 and CapeTalk. This is Early Breakfast.
5 minutes now it is to 6 o'clock. 5 tries to just one. That was the final state of play at Ellis Park this past Saturday as the Springboks lost to the All Blacks in the first of the test matches between these two great nations. The final score 33-16 in favour of the All Blacks. Jan de Koning is a freelance rugby journalist joining me on the line now. Jan, what went wrong? Good morning.
Morning, Africa. Thank you very much for having me on the show again. Quite a lot went wrong. I think to try and nitpick on every incident, I think a general idea or general picture is just we made too many mistakes. I think that's encapsulates exactly what happened. I think Rassie admitted as much, and so many things that we did wrong. You can look at the fly off or the scrum half, or you can look at whatever pass or whatever moment. The reality is general. The All Blacks were just better than the Springboks and more clinical than the Springboks.
All right. So what would Rassie and his team need to work on this week ahead of that second test in Cape Town this Saturday?
Yeah, I think the significant development, well, not development, we expected it to happen, but Sia is back for this week. So Sia will most likely lead. That means Paul de Villiers will probably play off the bench. I think we need to just be more clinical. We had opportunities. I mean, in that first half, there were a number of opportunities. Yes, the All Blacks are very good with their tactics. I mean, when a year before the Stormers game, I watched this and I saw this coming. The way that when you get close to their line, they've got a number of tactics. One of those is to rip the ball or to take you and drag you over the line and then earn a goal line dropout. So they're very good at that, and they know what's coming. And they plan for it. So we should be a little bit less predictable and a lot more clinical. I think those are the two things that need to be. We should make them think a bit so that they can't just sit back and wait for us and then turn the ball over like as easily as they did this past weekend.
And I imagine we need to just minimize handling errors because the number of times that the Springboks were within the 22-meter line of the All Black side of the field and yet, lost the point or something, it was frustrating.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where what I mean by being clinical. Those opportunities, when you get there, make sure you secure the ball. A few less one-up runners, make sure the support players there, closer there or with you, and don't give them a sniff at turning the ball over. So, clinical, stop those mistakes. It's not just the passes, the handling. It's in general. We slipped quite a few tackles which we shouldn't have slipped, and that includes senior players. It includes key players. So some of the biggest mistakes have been to some of the more key players. The game drivers, as they call it, made lots of mistakes. Some very uncharacteristic. Maybe our focus wasn't right. I don't know. I don't think Rassie all the players will admit that. But I think we need to be very focused this week, and it needs to be 100% accurate effort. Otherwise, we're going to suffer another loss.
He had made 13 changes to the team that played Argentina in Buenos Aires a fortnight before. What changes are you anticipating other than Sia Kolisi for this coming weekend?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I suspect he might change up somewhere in the front row. The front row that really did the scrums that worked very well until the second half. So maybe we got a different bench. Maybe we load the bench a bit with the front row. That could be one way of doing it. Maybe we load the bench with more physical forwards or more done. Paul de Villiers will drop down to the bench, so that's one change that we can foresee. Kobus Wiese did so well when he came on. He's really slotting into that role, and he could be a really powerful bench player. But there won't be a million changes. I think, other than maybe one or two changes in the front row, maybe around the And then maybe we do have, I know the hybrid thing, so under Esterhuizen would probably be the hybrid player again who can cover forwards and backs. And then maybe two very good backs. You know, maybe give Mani and Kobus Reinach a start this week and see how things goes, or maybe start with Pollard. So those are the things we can look at. Where we'll know later today. Rashid is naming his team later today at about lunchtime.
All right, Jan, thank you very much. Let's look forward then to that match on Saturday, the second test between the Springboks and the All Blacks. Jan de Koning is a freelance rugby journalist.